What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including former WWE Champion retiring in AEW, William Regal addresses AEW exit, Solo Sikoa suffers a major loss, bad news for Kurt Angle, WWE Draft being kept a secret, plus much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now, let's hit the intro and get into our first story. Former WWE Champion reveals that he will retire in AEW. Our top story today looks at a recent revelation from wrestling great Jeff Hardy, which has huge implications for his wrestling future. Hardy is firmly back on AEW TV, and during this week's edition of Rampage, Hardy cut a promo and stated that he's retiring from screwing up. The former WWE Champion would go on to say that he will be finishing off his career in AEW, which seems to imply that a WWE return and subsequent retirement in the company is off the table. Hardy would also state, "Man, it's super cool to be back in this elite world. 9 months ago, I didn't think this was even possible. I've worked so hard to reach this moment right now. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm trying really hard to love myself again. And with that said, I think the smartest thing for me to do is retire from screwing up. I'm here in AEW to end my career on an extremely high note instead of a depressing low. I love each and every one of you. We'll see, and time will tell. The future is waiting for us to prevail." Fans will no doubt have mixed views on Hardy retiring in AEW. WWE was the company that made Hardy a household name, so some fans would have liked to have seen Hardy return to WWE for his final match. Nevertheless, the most important thing is that Hardy is staying clean and staying out of trouble. Are you satisfied with Hardy retiring in AEW? Let us know in the comments below. Solo Sikoa suffers rare pinfall loss. Yesterday at a WWE live event in Fort Wayne, Indiana, Solo Sikoa suffered a rare pinfall loss. Sikoa lost to Cody Rhodes in the main event. However, it wasn't a clean loss, as Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens were both involved in the match finish. Sikoa has been heavily protected since his main roster debut last September, and some fans have been critical, stating that Sikoa is overpushed. Nevertheless, this strong presentation of Sikoa looks set to continue, as he seems a firm favorite for the Money in the Bank briefcase in the summer. Sikoa is now set to team with the Usos to take on Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn at the Backlash event. William Regal speaks his truth. There have been a ton of rumors surrounding the truth behind William Regal's AEW exit. Regal was in AEW for less than a year before he mysteriously left to return to WWE. Regal took to Twitter yesterday to speak on the matter, and in a series of detailed tweets that have now been deleted, this is what he had to say. "Just so anyone who wants to know the truth, I know Tony summed up a few conversations we had with quick answer. FYI, Tony called me at 9 p.m. on a Sunday night, and I discussed my reasons for leaving were time spent where I want to be. Then and only then did he tell me where he was and what problems he was having. I told him to get off the phone and take care of his family, and he shouldn't be talking to me now. I also realized he has summed up conversations with brief answers. We eventually talked about me leaving 2 weeks later in Jacksonville. Time and time spent was the reasons for me leaving, no agenda for anything else. I've lived through some serious times in 2018 and 19 and realized time is all I have." Regal then went on to thank AEW for his time in the company and confirmed that he never double-crossed anyone. "I had a great time in AEW and are thankful for the time I spent there with many of my close friends and the amazing crew. I just want to make that public so people stop misinterpreting it. It's sad that people in our job can't realize that you can be a decent human being without having an agenda or taking advantage. This is the last time I will mention this. Again, I would like to thank AEW for their gracious acceptance of me and for Tony to take me on board. And just so you know, there's a few spelling mistakes in my last tweets, but I spent too much time at school daydreaming of becoming a pro wrestler. AEW were very kind to me, and I enjoyed my time there. I made the most of my time there and never double-crossed anyone." As things stand, Tony Khan hasn't responded to Regal. However, we all know that Khan likes to use social media to address any form of controversy, so a response should be expected in the coming days. Update on WWE changing networks. This past week, reports surfaced in relation to Warner Bros. Discovery potentially being interested in obtaining TV rights for WWE. However, a new report from Fightful Select seems to indicate that this won't be happening. Fightful are reporting that several higher-ups in WWE aren't aware of any talks with Warner Bros., but there have been talks with other places. Additionally, Fightful's report states that Warner Bros. Is planning to substantially expand their relationship with AEW. It's common knowledge that AEW are set to debut a new Saturday night show, which is rumored to be titled AEW Collision in the summer. This show is set to feature CM Punk, and it is believed that Punk returning to AEW was a major factor in the company securing the TV deal for this new project. WWE legend needs another surgery. It was just last month that WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle underwent serious back surgery, but now it looks like Angle will need yet another major surgery. Taking to his podcast, this is what the former WWE champion revealed. "My neck is messed up. Next is my neck surgery. I'm probably going to have fusion next year. Hopefully that'll help my body, and eventually I'll be able to play with my kids. My knees, I've been able to come out of that pretty good, so once my back heals, I'll start being able to play with my kids, throw them around the pool, carry them on my back, doing that kind of stuff. I want to be like a real father to my kids." Angle has been hinting at wrestling again over the past few months, but with Angle needing another surgery, there's virtually no way this is going to happen anytime soon. Former WWE star doesn't expect a Hall of Fame induction. Raven has had runs in WWE, WCW, ECW, and TNA, but Raven doesn't believe he will ever be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Speaking to PW Insider, the former Hardcore champion revealed that he doesn't think Vince sees him as a Hall of Famer, and that's ultimately why he won't receive the nod. "I'm not expecting that to happen. I don't think they see me that way. I don't think Vince sees me that way, and obviously, if he saw me in that light, he would have used me better when I was there, so yeah, that's not happening. I would almost bet everything I own that I'm not going to be inducted this year or any year in the future. And I think that's why the Impact thing means a lot to me. Also, the Impact thing, they only do one person a year. Would you like to see Raven inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame? Let us know in the comments below." Naomi backstage at a recent indie show. Former WWE star Naomi was backstage at the GCW show last night, according to Fightful Select. Naomi walked out of WWE last year, and she has since been linked with a number of promotions. There was hope at one stage that Naomi and WWE had come to terms on a return, but it looks like this won't be happening. And the next time she wrestles will be outside of WWE. WWE Draft being kept top secret. Our final story today looks at some news relating to the upcoming WWE Draft. According to Fightful Select, the news surrounding which brand certain wrestlers will be moving to is being kept top secret, and not even the wrestlers themselves know. This is common for WWE drafts, and former WWE talents have even come forward and stated that they didn't find out the outcome of the draft until the day of the show. There is a considerable hype surrounding the 2023 draft, as this is the first WWE draft under Triple H's leadership. There are also rumors of several talent being called up from NXT, so within the next few weeks, the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT rosters may look incredibly different. There you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Don't forget to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time, back with some more wrestling content.